All right. So what's up, Team Boss Up, Team Empire, you guys? I'm super excited. What's going on, Alfred? What's good? What's good?
What up? What up?
What up?
You
What
already
up?
know.
You already know. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
So, you guys, I'm super excited for the new agents. Welcome to the team, you guys. I'm just really, really, really excited for your new journey. We are in the last quarter of 2020. This year flew. So, if you didn't know, you already know. This is literally the last quarter. So, whatever you have yet to accomplish, it's time to accomplish it, right? Because as we know, time doesn't wait on nobody. So we got to put our foot on that gas because it's not time to put no brakes, right? It's time to really get to that next level in your life with your goals, with things that you want to do, with things that you said you were going to do that you haven't done because you've been procrastinating. Like, it's just time. It's time to just leave the excuses, right? Throw them away. And it's time to be intentional, right? It's time to be intentional. And I want everybody to type duplicate. Type in duplicate real quick in the chat. Duplicate. That's going to be the word tonight, you guys. Duplicate. Because the guest speaker that I invited on tonight, if you duplicate what this person is going to show you guys, you're going to have tremendous success. I'm talking about tremendous success. So be a student. Get your paper, get your pens, and get ready to take copious notes, you guys. Look at all them duplicates. Don't complicate, duplicate, okay? Because truthfully, that's what it's about with this business. It's follow the leader. This is an adult follow the leader type of business. So if you want to be successful, you have leaders that literally have paved the way, right? All you got to do is copy the right cat. It's okay to be a copycat, just copy the right cat. And this person, I have a tremendous amount of respect for this person, you guys. If anyone knows me, which the majority of you do, I'm huge on relationships. I'm huge on building relationships. I love getting to know everyone. Everyone truly means something to me in my heart. I'm genuine about that. There's nothing fake about me. You know for a fact I'm going to tell you what it is with no fluff, right? And because of that, you all are here and I love you guys. And I want to make sure that everybody grows, all right? So with that being said, we are in the 4th week of our 5-week qualifying month. And it's time to 10X this baby right here. So without further ado, you guys, this gentleman, he has been seen on the Yahoo Finance top network marketer and many different resources, you guys. He has hit 1 million followers on Instagram. So if you've been waiting to know how to maximize or how to even leverage your Instagram, well, I decided to ask. If you don't ask, you're always going to get a no, okay? So I sure asked. I sure did. And you know what? He is such a servant person that he is here on tonight, you guys. And with that being said, he is one of the top leaders, top income earners. He's always on the top charts. Why? Because he is always leveraging RITA. Write this down, RITA. RITA stands for recruiting is the answer. Somebody want to complain, say, hey, I need you to get to know Rita. This guy, he knows Rita very, very well, you guys. All right. He is a lot of fun. He's a blast to be around. All right. This is my BFF. I love him to death. Just an amazing individual, a genuine person, you guys. So without further ado, we got top producing regional vice president, knocking on the door to executive vice president, Mr. Coach Legendary, you guys. Did you make it on the line tonight?
Can you hear me? Can you see me?
I can see you and hear you loud and clear, boss. Take it away.
Man, first off, I just want to give it right back to you. I got respect for you. Like we just got the same energy, you attract your vibe attracts your tribe. And so when I met you in FES, it's just been that. And so if you think about what she stated, it's all about relationship. If she calls me, I'm gonna do whatever it is that respect, and she loves to help people. Like you guys have somebody that really cares about you. See, most people, it's all about the money. See her, like she's gonna be here with you long term. So it's not easy to find somebody that wants you to do better than them. And so I just give it up to, and she makes no excuses. Like we just had a retreat, to whatever it takes. Like I've never seen somebody that is resilient like that, that is gonna be there. She's gonna show up. She's gonna do whatever it takes, no matter the cost. And so I just want to give it up. I just have to give it up to a true boss. So if you guys have her, type boss into the chat so you guys can control. Just thank you so much for all you. Okay, awesome. So,
Coach, you're kind of cutting up a little bit, a little choppy. You're a little choppy.
What?
Yeah, it's a little choppy.
I was trying to show you guys this view. I could go inside, but is it still choppy now? Hold on, let me see if I can fix it. I was trying to show you, man. Hold on.
That's that cricket.
Down. How about now? How about now? Can you?
Yeah,
is much better?
It sound good now.
Okay, awesome. I got off the Wi-Fi, but you can still see me, right? You said yeah, cool.
Yeah, cool. You see that bald head? Yes, sir.
I think he a Samsung user. That's why.
You guys can hear me, right? Because someone just muted me. You guys can hear me, right? We good to go?
Yeah,
that ain't right.
Okay, awesome. I think somebody. Okay, you can mute everybody else, but I think that somebody got Cricket and they somehow their service is transferred to my phone. But cool. So, man, as she stated, my name is Coach Legend. This opportunity really changed my life. But I like to take you guys back because you guys don't really understand like what you have here and then the mentor that you have in her. Like so many people are making excuses about this opportunity. Like I grew up in Haiti. Everybody and their mama struggling, like the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. See, so many of you guys, and I'm just gonna be real with you guys tonight, you're just complacent. You got nothing but excuses, right? And then you got somebody that came from a different country that have to learn English is their second language. I still stutter at times. I had to make friends in this area, in these schools and the jobs and all of this to be where I'm at today. My list was made, but you guys were born here, right? And yet you guys still have excuses. So it's like so many people just have to give up their excuses, right? Like you really have to give up that excuse. Like you got to think like, what are you willing to sacrifice, right? So with me, when I got started with this opportunity, I knew what I wanted. And I hope you guys can see this view. If you guys can see this view, throw one into the chat because I'm big on views, right? So it's like, what are you willing to sacrifice, right? Like, what are you willing to sacrifice? So I gave up everything except for Wi-Fi. Z knows that I'm big on like going to the hookah lounge. I gave up hookah for 90 days. I had to give up something that meant something to me, right? There's no point of giving things up if it does not affect you, right? And so I like going out. I like partying. I had to give that up temporarily. I had friends that I used to hang out with. I had to put them to the side temporarily, right? Because I had to be associated with the right people that were going the same places with me. And so when you guys get started in this opportunity, you really have to launch your business. Think about this for a second, right? Ask yourself this question. When was the last time you put your upline or your mentor on a three-way? Just think about that for a second. So all you got to do is put us in front of your people. We are doing all of the heavy lifting for you. Guys, just think about that. You got other organizations where you don't even have that access. You don't even have that option. Think about how many people have you put in front of your mentors, in front of your upline. How many three-way calls have you done? When was the last time you had a sale? When was the last time you enrolled an agent? When was the last time you enrolled a client? Because see, people will only do what you do and not what you say. And so that's why I always stay in phase one. Because you guys have to understand, like, if this was easy, everybody would do it. The fact that you guys are on this call, you know, kudos to you. You know, I just really applaud you guys. But we really have to take it up another notch. Like, people take you serious when you are consistent. There are a lot of people watching. If you quit right now, all those leads will sign up with somebody that's on this call or somebody that's an FES. Like, you really don't want to quit. Like, you really got to go all in. Like, if this is something that you want, you got to make a decision followed by a commitment. Like, when I got started, just so I can share with you guys, my first 8 months in this company, I was not connected. I was not in a Facebook group. I wasn't in a WhatsApp group. I wasn't in any groups. No connection whatsoever. I had to figure it out by myself. If you are an agent, you got to learn how to present. How many people plan on being here 18 months from now? If you plan on being here 18 months from now, type in me into the chat. If you plan on being here 18 months from now, type me into the chat. Well, if you plan on being here 18 months from now, you don't know how to do a three-way, and you don't know how to present, what do you think will change? See, a lot of you guys, I don't know what you're waiting for. Like, your mentors, like, we're supposed to be able to call on you at any given moment. Hey, so-and-so, we need you to train right now. You like, if you stay ready, you never have to get ready. Like, some of you guys are so dependent. If you're dependent on your upline, that means your upline have a business. You don't have a business. Because what if your upline is not available for a three-way call? What are you going to do? Which brings me to my next point. You got to know how to present. And this is what kills me. You got so many people that have jobs, right? Or had a job or know what a job consists of. Like, I used to work at a call center. And so I used to have to be trained for 2 weeks before they would even put me on the floor. You won't even take 2 days to even learn your back office. And so sometimes, you know, I know you guys probably came in here for encouragement and motivation, but sometimes we got to be real first. Like, you guys are really not applying yourself. You're really not applying yourself. The average person has a list of 300, and you haven't put your upline, your mentors in front of those 300 people. Have you done 300 three-ways? You probably haven't. You probably haven't. Have you invited 300 guests to a call? You probably haven't. Like, some of you guys, you're just strolling with this opportunity. And this is why they say, like, you know, entrepreneurs, like, they launch their business. They don't just join. When you got started, like, you got to reset your business today. You meet people every day, but you're not telling them about the business. You want to become a secret agent. See, when I meet people, like, I just came from eating, you know, the person that was my server, I got them to follow me on Instagram. Because I want them to see my life. Because you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to post about a webinar. Tomorrow I'm going to post a client testimonial. Tomorrow I'm going to post looking for agents. Tomorrow I'm going to post looking for clients. So that means everybody that follows me knows what line of work I'm in. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to be building your list. You got to have rapport. Now, let's talk about the culture. What kind of relationship do you have with your team? What does your team think about you? You know, before we get to branding, you know, there's certain things that I just wanted to speak on. Think about this for a second. Like, how do you treat your team? Like, if something, Lord forbid, something happened to FES today, if you went to a different company, would some of your team members go with you? Think about that for a second. Because why would they? What value have you brought to them? So when we talk about rapport, when you meet someone, you have rapport. They know who you are, you know who they are. But that relationship is key. Z called me, her name popped up, I know who she is. It's beyond rapport. You see what I'm saying? There's a relationship there. If something happened, she went somewhere else, because I know how genuine she is, because I know her heart, I don't even have to see the compensation plan. I'm going because people join people and not the business. Does that make sense? Type a yes into the chat box if that makes sense. If not, I don't know what to tell you, right? And so you got to think, how many people do you have relationships with? Because this is my issue. We all have, you know, a list of contacts, right? We all have a list of contacts, but guess what? You're afraid to call or text people that you know. Before we even get into ads and shout outs, you are afraid of people that you already know or might possibly even know you. If you won't go through your warm market, how can we expect you to have success with your cold market? And that is the issue. Like, you got to bypass that. You got to have the mindset, look, I'm a decision collector. Yes or no? We just launched a huge credit repair franchise. Who do you know with less than perfect credit or that's looking for another source of income? Yes or no? No, yes or no? Like, you got to have that mindset. I'm a decision collector. Yes or no? Like, meaning there's no emotion attached. Like, if they say no, I'm straight. If they say yes, I'm straight. And then also the thought process is, as soon as I get a new agent, I'm trying to replace my new agent because I don't want to become complacent. I don't want that leg to think that they're the reason for my success. Like, I treat them like they're my next vice president, but I work with them like they're going to quit tomorrow. That's always my thought process. I treat them like they're my next vice president, but I work with them like they're going to quit tomorrow. What does that mean? That means I'm going through their list. If they're going to quit tomorrow and you didn't launch them, you didn't go through their list. If they quit with their list. When somebody quit, I want to have already tap rooted through their business. That means that they done hit field training, somebody hit field training, somebody hit field training, somebody hit field training. When that person at the top quits, I don't care if they quit, because we already done went through their list. We got layers of leaders. Does that make sense? Type a yes into the chat box if that makes sense. So this is why you got to have that sense of urgency. A lot of people don't have a sense of urgency. They take so long to launch their business, and so they get discouraged. So when somebody gets started right now today, and I made this mistake myself, like, there are a lot of people I didn't launch early on, and I saw what happened. When somebody first gets started, this is when they're the most excited and scared at the same time. So that means that while they're excited, you got to keep them going. Like, how many people have seen, like, they got somebody in, maybe it took you a week or so to get them going. Now it's tough to even get them on the phone. Like, if you can relate, throw some threes into the chat box. Like, if you can relate, now you can't even get them on the phone. They could have been your BFF. They talked about changing the world. We gonna be rich. Now you can't even, they want, like, they leaving you on scene, right? It's just like, it's crazy, but that's because you got to work with that sense of urgency, right? So a lot of people, it's like, you know, like, just go through your list. We got 5,000 Facebook friends. We got all these people, but do they know what line of work you in? What's the sense of having 5,000 friends if we can't monetize that list, right? You guys see this? Do you guys see what's behind me? You guys see this view, right? Like, think about the things that you want. Again, I say, if this was easy, everybody would do it. You know it's not easy. For every 20 agents you enroll, only 5 will do something. So you already know that 15 won't do a damn thing. So we got to set that proper expectation. It's all about setting up that proper expectation. Like, I like to tell my new agents, like, look, I know you're super excited right now, but just so you know, when you go home and tell your broke uncle, he might tell you this is a scam. Because you can't take financial advice from people that you wouldn't trade places with. Like me, I'm attracted to lifestyle. If you don't have the lifestyle I want, you can't tell me nothing. I mean, because if you knew better, you would do better. What you gonna tell me that you're not applying? I'm attracted to lifestyle. So you have nothing to tell me about finances. Because obviously you can't manage your finances. So why would I listen to you? And so, but I set the proper expectation. Like, look, just so you know, when you go home, I know you're super excited. This is why I want to go through this with you, because somebody's going to hurt your feelings and tell you it's a scam. And it might be a family. And so I want to let you know that they may happen. Does that make sense? Is that some good info? Type in good info if you feel like you got good info from that. If you don't set the proper expectation, then somebody says, boo, scam, they're gone. And they're a secret agent, now you can't find them, right? And so this is why you want to make sure you let them know that. But also, in building your business. So for every 20 agents, I didn't enroll over 300 agents, not to brag or boast, but I look at the numbers, right? For every 20 agents, 15 of them don't do a damn thing. So when that happens, I tell myself, you know what? That's that 15 that's not supposed to do a damn thing. So I'm okay with that. And if 5 of them will do something, we don't even know what that something is. That something could be, maybe they get a sale. Maybe they showed up to a webinar. Maybe they promoted a webinar. Maybe they just stayed in a group and then left, leave the group. But we know that they're going to do something. And so what I do, I get another 20. Well, I already know 15 is not gonna. So when that happens, I'm not bothered. It's some of you guys got emotional attachment. I got way too many leads to be tripping off who was supposed to sign up today, who lied to me and said their dog died, their family died. I'm not tripping about that because I already know people will lie to me. You got to set that. That's why because I've been around for a while, I've been doing this for 15 years, right? Network marketing. I got a mental toughness. Like, you guys don't have to go through 15 years to have a mental toughness. Just listen. A lot of people will disappoint you. You got to expect the disappointment. When somebody doesn't come through, I expect that. I expect that to happen. When somebody signed up, I'm shocked. Like, oh, damn, they really signed up? Okay, cool. But I'm just you got to have thick skin. You got to expect that. So now you got to ask yourself, how do people perceive you on social media? The only thing I did, like, we've been talking about shout outs. We've been talking about running ads. We've been talking about all kind of things. I am no one special. Two things that you will get from me. You will not outwork me. That's the first thing. I'm just going to tell you that you are not going to outwork me because I got a sickening work ethic. I don't go to sleep until I get back to all my leads. And I have 300 to 500 leads a day. So I don't go to sleep until I get through my leads. That's just me. I don't go to sleep. I will stay up till 3, 4, 5 in the morning. I'm going to send you the info that you requested. And two, you're not going to outfriend me. You're not going to outfriend me. Think about, don't you guys see, like, they might call me like a little butterfly, social butterfly, I think they call it, right? Like, you're not going to outfriend me. Like, how many of you got, like, I don't think anybody on this call have probably ever seen me mad in the public eye. You see what I'm saying? It's like, you got to know how to control yourself. Again, there's no emotional attachment, right? If you think about that, it's like, I always look happy. That doesn't mean that life is good, right? That doesn't mean that life is good. When I'm traveling doing Super Saturdays, you don't know if I got issues at home. But guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to that Super Saturday and I'm going to over-deliver. Like, you just don't know. We show up to do a webinar every day. You don't know if a family member just died. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to come on this webinar. We're going to over-deliver because it's not about me. It's not about my issues. Whatever that is, I got to put that thing to the side because my team members work their butts off to promote this call. I'm not going to come on here and not over-deliver. Does that make sense? Type a yes into the chat if that makes sense. See, it's not about me. My job is to over-deliver. I don't know what you went through to promote that car to get these people on the call. You think I'm just going to do a decent job? Hell no, I'm going to over-deliver because that's what I'm supposed to do. See, the call of a leader is not for the faint. It's not for the weak. Like, we got evicted and we should have never got evicted. That's because we were making money. We had poor money issues. I went on a date. My car got repoed. I had to say, you know what? I think I must have parking lot handicap or something. But guess what? We kept it moving. One thing about me, we're going to keep it moving, right? We will keep it moving. It doesn't matter. Like, it's funny to talk about that stuff now, but when it happened, I was hurt. But I say, what we going to do? You got to pick your hard. You know what? Chasing your goals is hard. Being broke is hard. You got to pick your, whatever it is, it's hard. What you going to do? You got to pick your hard. You got to, see, when I understand that, I'm like, damn, I got to pick my heart. See, when I look at this business, when I look at network marketing, period, it's what are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice? Like, when I was dating, right? And we were just talking about this, right? When I was dating, I was thinking about this. Like, if a girl like reached out to me about hanging out with them, because I remember this vividly. We were just talking about this. I had just got a DWI. Most people don't know this, but I had got a DWI. I lost my license for 2 years, right? I lost my license for 2 years. My plates on my car were overdue. So my car was not even registered at this point. Guess what I'm doing? And then I ain't got no gas money. I'm borrowing gas money. I ain't got no license, right? I shouldn't be driving. If I didn't have a car, I'm going to borrow a car. If I ain't got gas money, I'm going to borrow the gas money to go meet up with that person. Like, there was nothing that was going to stop me. If you think about this business like flirting, like dating, like a relationship, You're going to be very successful. Like, I wasn't thinking about, hey, if I get pulled over, we don't know what's going to happen. We're going to get there. That should be the same concept for a weekly meeting when we start having those again. That should be the same concept. Oh, I got to launch my new agent. That should be the same thought process. Like, we got to make it. We got to be successful. Like, aren't you tired of being sick and tired? I am tired of being sick and tired. Like right now, like I've been on vacation for 3 weeks during COVID. Not to brag or boast, but it's just letting you know, like, we done made the most, like during this year, we done made the most money that we ever made in this company. And I done made a lot of money. So it's like, there's no excuses. So if you're not making money, that doesn't mean that the company's not making the money. You're not making money. We need to reassess or reevaluate you. What do you need to change? So it's like, are you launching your people properly? You see what I'm saying? Like, is it phone calls that work for you? Then get on the phone. Is it three-way chats that work for you? Then do three-way chats. Like, you got to think to yourself, like, you got between now and next Saturday, how many three-way calls will you do? If you don't do three-way calls, you got to be doing 20 three-way chats a day. You got to put me, you got to put Z in front of 20 people a day. Everybody type 20 into the chat box. 20 people a day. So if you need leads, you're going to do 20 trial runs. If you need three-ways, you're going to do either 20 three-way calls or 20 three-way chats between now and the 19th. Like, you got to be all in. You got to be all in. Like some of you guys, it's like hokey pokey. You're not all in. See, when I got started with this opportunity, like, my lady was pregnant. We were expecting our first child, baby legend. Like, some of you guys know that. See, I think that the reason that some of you guys are not successful is because you're not all in. Like, I didn't have no other income coming in. Like, this had to work. Like, some of you guys, sometimes your job could be a hindrance. And I got to be honest, I mean, but also some of you guys could leave your job prematurely. There's no point of leaving your job if you're not going all in. Like, do you have a schedule? Like, when I started, I was working this business from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Between 6 a.m. and 2 p.m., you couldn't get a hold of me. You could not get a hold of me. After 2 p.m., meet me at the hookah lounge. But people knew that 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., you couldn't even get a hold of me because I'm working my business. I mean, I'll be damned if I'm going to give a job 8 hours, but I won't give myself, my business 8 hours. It's like, you don't invest in you, yet you want other people to invest in you. Like, what sense does that make? Ask yourself, when was the last time you invested in you? Right? When was the last time you invested in your team? Right? Like, the team know, like, we just went and got a mansion for the team. Do you realize that it was the team members, some of the team members' first time in a mansion? Think about creating memorable moments with your teams. It's like, what are you willing to sacrifice right now? Like, when we talk about, like, 90 days, I'm talking about 90 days straight. Like, I'm talking about, like, you cannot, like, I was in the house. You could not get me to go out for anything. No coffee. I don't care if you were buying me lunch, you buying me dinner. You couldn't get me to come out for anything, right? And so that's how I got to be. It has to be like that. You got to be laser focused on your goals. You got to know that your goals come first. See, some of you guys, what you don't realize, because you planning small, you not going after your goals, you're not all in. Do you realize that your goals and dreams, like, when you realize this, because some of you guys, obviously, you haven't realized this, right? When you realize that your goals and dreams is tied to somebody else's goals and dreams, you're going to go harder. Like, think about, right? I've been top producer forever. Why do you think I stay in phase one? Because I don't care who signs up. I don't care who signs up. I'm still going all in. We're going to launch you and on to the next person. Because I don't want to become complacent. I've been top producer since I've been in the company. I was top producer as an agent. I'm top producer. Any title I've been at, I've been the top producer at that title, period. Not to brag or boast, but it's just that I'm just all in. It doesn't matter. Like, today, I seen how much I'm about to get paid tonight at midnight. And then I'm like, oh, man, I got to get a bigger check. I got to work between now and Saturday. It's always like that with me. Like, I wake up every day like I'm 2 months behind on rent. That's the thought process that I have. So I got a sense of urgency. I got people back home. Like, if you guys realize, like, we make a lot of money, we got a lot of money saved, right? The lifestyle is just ridiculous. I came to Florida, I spent $10,000 on myself buying shoes and belt. You know how good I felt? Because I want my team to, anything that I want my team to do, I do first. I want my team to hit SD, I hit it first. I want my team to present, I did it first. I want to see my team fly, I did it first. I want my team in customized suits, I did it first. Whatever I want my team to do retreats, I did it first. Think about that. If I want my team to make 6 figures, I went out and did it first. This week, you struggling, you ain't got no clients? I went and did it first, I got clients. You ain't got no agents this week? I went and got agents this week. Think about that, right? It's like, you not posting? I did it first. And so again, you're not gonna outfriend me. You're not gonna outwork me. I'm so damn consistent, people don't even understand. They're like, man, you are always partying and having fun. That's what I allow you to see. But when I get my ass home, I'm getting back to all my damn leads. Because once I go through those leads, I wake up to sales and I'm happy. Every time I see a sale, I'm just super excited because it just paid for all the money I spent last night. That's how I think, right? Anything that I want. Like, I'm not a materialistic person, but I want all the materialistic things that I want now. So let me show you guys, right? Hopefully you guys can see this. I want to inspire somebody. I always wanted these shoes right here, right? Let me show you guys something, right? I always wanted these shoes. You know what I told myself? I said, okay, I need 14 ppms. I need 14 ppms. Let me go out there and get 14 ppms. I went and got 14 ppms. I went and bought the damn shoes. That's it. I do everything when I want to do it. Anything that I want, I think in terms of ppms, right? That's personal production. Now, I said, hold on. If I get one agent, like right now, RVP, if I get one agent and I help them become field trainer and I trigger the cap, that's $1,300. That's $13 plus $100. I already know that. So it's like I could do 14 ppms by myself, or I can leverage somebody else's network and tap root through them. So we got somebody at Sales Doctor in 1 week. Think about how much that was. That was over $4,300 from leveraging one person. Now, it's not about me making money. In the process of me helping them make money, we all made money. So you got to look at your daily activities. What are you doing every single day? Like, you got to be attached to the group. You might be complaining, man, they post a lot. You need to read a lot. That means you need this. See, like some of you guys, you stop showing up the webinars. I don't know why. You need to be on every damn webinar. Either you know it or not. You got to be on the webinar ready to go. In case there's technical issues, hey, coach, I got it. Make me host. That should be the thought process. If you feel me on that, type host into the chat. You got to be ready. Like, you on there, but you are on there. Like, anything that happens, like, because you got to understand, if you don't have a guest, your team got guests. If we got technical issues, you got to be ready to go. This is team ball. You see what I'm saying? This is why you got to learn. Like I was presenting as an agent, and you still got excuses. And so if you don't know how to present, that tells me that you don't have leads coming in. That tells me that you're not going to have a big business. See, when you know how to present, like I just met someone and I was talking to someone about the services. Watch this, kid you not. This is how you know if you know how to present, right? And I always share with my agents, you want to pick 4 items from the protection plan that you like. So I would start off, I say, look, the reason that you would want to get started with us is 1, we offer 12 additional services at a lower monthly cost, okay? Now watch this here. We offer identity monitoring. See, I was super skeptical and hesitant before I saw this platform, but guess what? We offer identity monitoring. So that taught me, like, hey, self, they can't steal your identity because they provide you with identity monitoring. And I know just that alone can cost you well over $300 annually, but here it's already included. That's 1. 2, they provide you with credit monitoring, right? Guess what? You also find out what is your hiring score index. See, you may not even know why you're not even getting that job, but through this app, you actually can now. So you got your employment score, you got your insurance score. Like my mortgage score is like an 890. It's like, I know I'm about to get a house, but it's good to know that. See, my car insurance premium score, that's high. So I already know I'm about to get the best rates, but also I know my FICO score. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's good to know the different scores, right? And so we also provide you with, guys, guess what? Living will and trust. That alone can cost you well over $2,500. You see that added benefit there, right? And then we have some people that don't have credit, right? So one of the things that we do, we can get them with a secured card, right? They can get a secured card. They can put anywhere from $200 to $2,000. That now becomes their limit. If they're renting, they can leverage our credit repair platform where we can add up to the last 2 years as a rental history. See, now my favorite is credit restoration. That's the fifth one already, right? Credit restoration. Here's why. You got other companies that charge you per items. You got companies that don't even dispute all 3 credit bureaus at the same time. Guess what we do? We dispute all 3 credit bureaus at the same time, and our goal is for our clients to see results within 45 to 90 days. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, that is presenting. Presenting is knowing your stuff. You should be so good. If you guys love that, throw some fire emojis into the chat. You should be so good. I don't need a damn PowerPoint. I don't need the presentation. I am the presentation. Like, think about this. You're telling people all these things that we offer, life insurance and all these things, and you don't even have your life insurance in place. Lord forbid something happened to you prematurely. You don't even have your life insurance activated. You didn't even print out the document, sign it, put who is your beneficiary, mail it back to corporate. You haven't even done that, but yeah, you telling everybody and their mama that we have life insurance. This is what I'm talking about. You got to be a product of the product. You got to know what financial lockbox is. Like, if you were on a cruise, something happened to you, you get lost, you lose your identification through financial lockbox. If you had a copy of your driver license and social, they can see your identity and let you back on the cruise ship. You gotta know your product. Do you guys think that I know my product? If you think I know my stuff, throw some forwards into the chat box. But it's not about me knowing it. If it's about me knowing it, that means I have a business and you don't. Like Z stated, it's all about duplication. How many people are doing what I'm doing, what you're doing? Think about that. What are you doing that duplicates? Again, I got 1 million followers. Yeah, that's awesome. But it's the same concept as from leveraging shout outs, running ads. Again, if I wasn't the most consistent, I wouldn't be where I'm at. Folks started before me and I learned. I just took it to the next level because I'm not complacent. My name is Legend. What did you expect, right? And so it's like, I got it. Everything I do has to be 10x. So again, like, branding is crucial. Think about, what are you putting out there to social media? Like, for some of you guys that don't have Facebook, it's so easy to start a Facebook page. Go to Realtors, just add 5,000 people. Don't be talking about no politics on your page, because every time you post, it either attracts or repel your audience. You talk about God, you lose some people, you attract some people. You talk about politics, you lose some people, you attract some people. Try to avoid those things. I mean, if you're a godly person, you could, whatever. But it's like, talk about things that educate, motivate, inspire, or empower people. Like, my page is always positive. You looking through people should never know if you're going through a bad time. I mean, if somebody passed and then you promote, you post that, that's fine. But nobody, like, you never see me like put my emotions out there on social media. It's like, man, like, when people see our routine, they're like, you know what? I want to be part of that. Not everybody's there for the money. Like me, I'm here for the money, the residuals, and the relationship. I'm not gonna tell you that I'm not here for the money, because I've been broke before and I've been rich before. So I've been both spectrum. I want to stay rich, right? And so it's like, but I want to help the next layers of leaders. Like, for the people that's still on here, I want to help these people. Like, how can we help? Like, you gotta brand yourself. If your goal is to get 1 million followers, you gotta outwork me. You gotta outwork you. You gotta do more today than you did yesterday, right? Like, you gotta be attractive. Like, would you do business with you? Look at yourself. Look at what you post. Would you do business with you? Ask yourself that. Would you do business with you? How do people perceive you? Are you the one that's trying to sell a dream looking like a nightmare? Like, if you guys look at my appearance, I had to change. Right? Because it's like, the suits that I didn't even own suits. I used to be that, if you saw me with a suit on, that means I had a court date. I used to be that guy trying to borrow somebody's suit. Hey man, you got a suit? I throw it on. If it fit. We just go into court. Right? Now, people can see the progression. People can see, like, hold on, he's been with that same company and only that company consistently. You know what? Somebody might like, do you realize that one person joined, I don't like using the word mine, joined our organization, one leg made me six figures. One leg made me six figures. One leg. Think about that for a second, right? One leg. So you are only one or two individuals away from somebody got unmuted. You are only one or two individuals away from whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. It could be money, it could be whatever. It's just that everything starts with money. And then what I love about this opportunity, and I say this all the time, it doesn't matter if you came from Yale or jail. Like, I'm highly educated, but that doesn't mean anything here. It knows that I know how to talk to people because I'm a communications major, right? But it also means that I know how to work with people. Like, some of you guys, you give up too quickly on your agents. Like, you got to know the different personalities. Like, I am all those personalities because I know how to talk to people. Old, young, people that don't know how to talk to you. But I let people know how I want to be treated, right? And so, like, branding is crucial. You got to think like you got to brand yourself so well that if you left this company to go do something else, you would still be super successful. Because again, people join people and not the business. So you got to look at your page. Is it attractive, right? You can simply go out every day and take a picture like this and post. If you don't have pictures, you need pictures. Take pictures with a group of people so people can be attracted to that. But you got to be consistent. You got to have a marketing budget. I don't care if it's $1 a day. When I started, it was a struggle for me to run an ad for $3 a day to keep it going. But think about if I would have gave up. And I say this all the time because I give huge kudos to my mentor. Like, the person that introduced me to this platform changed my whole life. Just think about, because you said yes, all the doors that you are opening up for so many people, right? And so again, we all have the same opportunity. What are you going to do with it? Like, between now, we got about 50,000 active agents. So once we get to 100,000 to 150, you know, that first 100,000 will make up 80% of the wealth that would be generated. You got to think about that. The next 100,000, 50 to 100,000 people that's coming in, are they going to be in your organization or somebody else's? If it's yours, type in yours or mine, whatever, in the chat box, right? If it's yours or somebody else's, right? Are you branding? Why would they join you? Could you imagine joining somebody that doesn't know how to do a proper three-way? Could you imagine joining somebody that doesn't know how to edify? Could you imagine joining somebody that's negative on social media? Could you imagine joining somebody that doesn't know how to present? Oh my, you don't know how to present? Why should I join you if you don't know how to present? And like, some of you guys, like, you just so complacent. You're just so dependent on, like, they will always, like, I want you to think like this. You know, I don't want to use myself as an example, but what if your upline, your mentor, got locked up for 12 months? What would happen to your business? Like, I'd be thinking like that. What would happen to your business? What you gonna call your SVP that's probably super busy, right? This is why you got to think like that. Like, man, I need to learn how to present today. Like, who is your accountability partner? Who's holding you accountable for your goals? Okay, who's gonna hold you for the goal that you guys will start tomorrow morning, where you guys will wake up, watch something positive on YouTube, some kind of motivation. You guys will do 20 trial runs, right? You guys will do 20 three-way chats or 20 three-way calls. Who's gonna hold you accountable for that? How will they know that you did that? If you don't see, accountability is key. If you don't pick one, if you don't have, look, hold me accountable, because I got to show you screenshots if I did it or not. If you don't have anybody to hold you accountable, see, when we start off as kids, our parents hold us accountable. As we mature in life, if you're not in a relationship, then you don't have anyone to hold you accountable. If you left the house right now, you didn't tell anybody, like, you have no one to tell where you went to. Accountability, it helps nurtures you. If you are in a community, because see, a village raised me. The village held me accountable. I couldn't just escape and just leave the block. There were so many people, just like church, there were so many people that could see me. So because of that, they kept me in my place. Well, you need something that's going to keep you grounded, that's going to keep you in your place. You got to think, you got to brand yourself. You got to be consistent with your budget. If you don't have money, do the things that are free, but it might be time consuming. You got to do trial runs. What's the point of having 5,000 friends? You can't even get 20 a day to post for you, and it's crucial. So this is my last piece of advice for you guys. Just reach out to everybody. Hey, look, I am so close to my goal. I just need one more sale. Who do you know with less than perfect credit? I'm telling you guys. So one thing I noticed is when you humble yourself and say, hey, look, I need help. I would reach out to people and say, hey, I need help. First 3 words, I need help. I need help. I'm so close to my goal. People want to help somebody attain your goal. If somebody told you that they need help, that they're so close to their goal, don't you think that you're gonna probably want to help them, right? Type a yes into the chat if you agree. And so when you say that, I need help, I'm so close to my goal, I just need one more sale. You say that to everybody and their mama, somebody's gonna help you get that sale. So again, be consistent. And if not you, then who? If not now, then when? Like, we don't have a lot of time. I got a lot of close friends that had ambitions that never applied it, that never did anything with it. There are people in FES that, yeah, you got in early, but you're not doing a bit. And so you got to be working. You got to outwork everybody that you know. You got to outwork everybody if we hang out right now, you got to be outworking everybody here. If they here chilling, you got to outwork them. So Z, that's all I got from you. Because if you don't come from a rich family better come from you. That's my time.
Wow. Sakbase.
Nabule.
Man, Coach, I appreciate you, man. You guys, that man is fire, straight fire. Coach, I love you. I appreciate you so much for your time. It's valuable, you guys. This gentleman dropped some tremendous nuggets. If you did not take notes, okay? Did not take notes. You guys are just asleep. I just don't know to say, right? Coach, thank you so much. I admire you. I admire your hustle. You guys, I've been following Coach Legend, just following everything he does. When I wake up, I already know he's posted. He's consistent. I got over 40,000 pictures in my phone that I got to delete, right? Because I literally screenshot, crop. If it's a picture of him, then I got to put a picture of myself, right? Because you guys, he's already done the work. He's laid out the bricks for you, Coach, man. You're mind-blowing, and I just love you, and I appreciate you so much. For those that are working with Coach Legend, you guys are blessed. You guys are working with the legend. That's why he named himself the Legend. You guys, don't ever take his time for granted, because I tell you this, there's only going to be one Coach Legend until baby Legend goes up and,
I appreciate you, man. Love you back. Thank you so much for all you do, man. I know that you're going straight to the top. You have a sickening work ethic. You have a very strong zeal, and I just admire you for all you do, and then your love for your team. And so someone like that, you can't even trade that person. So I just appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate you, man. Look, I'll call you later on. Thank you so much, Coach. You guys,
awesome. Thank
if
you
guys felt that was just amazing value, just drop some light bulbs, light up this chat, you guys, because let me tell you something. One thing about me is I'm big on building relationships. This is not about me. It's who can you help today? Who can you inspire? Who can you empower, right? Because you never know what somebody's going through. I wake up and I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm truly just happy because I get to influence someone. I get to hug someone. I get to hear somebody's cry. And you know what? I got a solution. We got to truly embrace what we have, because we are the solution to people's problems. I got to give it back to Miss Vice President Jennifer Marie. If it wasn't for her, I would not be here today. I didn't know anything about this platform. And truthfully, I also didn't have no business clothes. I had to go to Burlington Coat Factory and put a whole bunch of clothes on layaway because I didn't have anything business professional. I didn't know I could do this. There were so many times that I wanted to just throw in the towel because I wasn't following the system. He said what? 20 trial runs, 23 weight checks, and 23 weight calls. You know how many I did my first 90 days? 0. Zarina was trying to do it Zarina's way, and Zarina's way didn't work, and I was getting frustrated, right? So for those that have been frustrated, you're just like, man, what I gotta do? If you've been feeling like that, you guys, drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1. Be honest. Be very, very honest right now, right? And don't feel ashamed. Be honest, because we've all done that already. We've already done that. And the reason why Coach said what he said is because there is a system. Write this down. Save yourself time, energy, and money. Don't reinvent the wheel, you guys. Stick to the system. Stay plugged in. Mr. Bobby Kim has embedded that into my head, you guys. Shout outs to him. It used to get on my last nerve. Watching these webinars on a weekly basis used to get on my last nerve. It was the exact same information every single week. I'm like, this is the same stuff. But you know what? I'm presenting, right? Nobody had to tell me to present. I knew I had to present. Why? Because I had to lead by example. See, if you have not yet picked up the John C. Maxwell 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, it says, if you're a leader, are you someone of influence? Can you really lead people and influence them? If not, then you have yet to embrace leadership, because he's been presenting as an agent. Are you? Have you even opened up your back office to even see what it looks like? Have you downloaded it to your laptop, to your cell phone? You got to take accountability for your business, because each and every single one of us, there is 56 of us, right? We all made that same investment. What are you going to do with it? He did the exact same thing. He just 10x his business. You know, what do you want to do with it? We have an opportunity to leave a legacy behind. My why are my 2 children that I take everywhere with me. If I really shared my story with you all, you will have your mouth drop to the floor. Because most of you, if you would have experienced my journey in the past 3 years with this company, you would have been quit. I'm talking about walking into the house with my lights turned off, no food in the refrigerator, only enough for my kids, right? Had no idea I was gonna pay my rent. But you know what? I pushed through. I couldn't drive for 3 years. Just like he couldn't drive for 2, I couldn't drive for 3. I was walking, bicycles, Lyft and Uber, you guys. Still made no excuse. I had to make this work. I had to let go of my crutches, and I had to sacrifice. Somebody asked me today, what do you do for fun? I help people. No, what do you do for fun? I inspire people. This is in me. I want to help each and every single one of you. And if not you, I'm going to help your brother. I'm going to help your sister. I'm going to help your mama. Because I tell you this, I'm no secret agent. Best believe if I'm on the phone with you and somebody is in the background, put me on speakerphone. Because I know for a fact you didn't plant that seed yet. I'll plant it for you. You got to want it bad. You got to, like Eric Thomas says, you got to want it bad. As much as you want to breathe, that's exactly how much you should want to succeed in life. If you're doing the exact same thing, running in circles and getting no results, you got to break something. You got to break a habit, you guys. What are you willing to sacrifice? We have exactly 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10 more days. Have you launched your business? Have you filled out that launch document and took a picture and sent it to your mentor? If you haven't done it, shame on you. It's time to launch your business. Amateurs join, professionals launch. Treat this business like a job, and I promise you, you'll never have a job. I'm a single mom of 2 kids, you guys. My son is 9 and my daughter's 6 years old. I'm an OCD type of woman. My house has to be immaculate. That's a whole nother job. Then I got to make sure I'm on point. That's a whole nother job. And then I got my entire team that I make sure I hold accountable. Why? Because their goals is my goals. I need to make sure everybody's creating a paycheck. And straight up, if you're not getting paid, I'm not doing my job. And if that's not how you thinking, then I need you to think differently, you guys. I don't want this training to just be a motivational rah-rah speech, but a lot of people are not doing the next level things. Are you doing the small things? Are you doing little things to now add up to big things, right? Because we can tell you all day to wear blue to the face and we could train you, but are you really applying it? Are you really taking notes? I got an FES folder right here, brand new. You know why? Because this one got too thick, okay? Be a student of the game, right? So what I want to do before I share my screen, I have so much respect for this gentleman. He has no idea I'm going to ask him to speak, just to share a few words. I just love when he speaks. He's one of the vice presidents in this company, you guys. Yup, I'm going to call you out, bro. I love you. Yeah. You know, when he speaks, you guys, it just hits. It hits every time. He's got a hell of a story, but you know what? Also pushed through. Just stayed commitment. Stayed consistent. And I just love this man. I love his family. And you guys, where he's at, we all can get there. But you got to do it together as a team. So, Mr. Vice President James Stewart, please unmute yourself. If you don't mind just sharing a few words with the team. Take it away, boss.
Of course. Hey, Zarina, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you kind of surprised me, but you know what? You know, like Hanzo said, you know, you should be able to be called on at any given moment, right? To speak, to present. And so you just know when you get to certain levels in this business, there's no shocks of being called. But first of all, sincerely, I want to give it back to you, Zarina. I'm just kind of sitting back and just watching you and just really watching your energy. And I'm just thinking back to, I mean, I'll be honest with you, when you first got into this business and just speaking on presenting it, and I hope you don't mind me saying this, when Zarina would first present, you know, she has a laid back vibe and she would talk really like slow and super like chill. And so I remember that. And so to see what she's doing now, she's about to bust through this screen. And I'm just really just elated and just seeing just how passionate you've grown and how serious that you've taken your craft of being a professional. That's what I see when I see you now. You are a professional at what you're doing. And so I don't want to talk about me. I mean, I want to talk about you and the example that you're showing so many people. You know, any one of you, you know, if you've been here, if you've been around long enough, you know just what I'm talking about. And so, you know, I want to give it back to you. You know, everything that you're doing is just inspiring to me, you know, being a vice president and like she said, you know, going through times where you got to rebuild your business. I'm in that process right now, rebuilding my business, right? Staying excited and plugged in. Even though I am a vice president, you still got to stay plugged in, right? And so again, you know, I'm just excited. You know, that training that Hanzo did earlier, it was just lights out. And so, and what I liked about it, he has sort of an aggressive tone, slightly. And sometimes we need that, right? It's not all about being so chummy and nice. Like, we all need to be kicking our butts every once in a while, right? I mean, it's 11 o'clock. I think we're all adults. We can just be honest with each other, right? And we all need to be kicking our butts sometimes. And he brought that passion and sometimes just is exactly what we needed, you know? And so, like she said, take notes, be a student of this, but like he said, be here next year. If you're on here right now and you don't see yourself being here next year, then you probably won't be here next year, right? And you probably won't be here 2 years from now. So how do you expect to really make this work? Like how do you really expect to go to vice president or even go to SD, right? And if you don't plan on being here next year. So, you know, I don't want to take up too much time, but, you know, kudos to you, Zarina, and everything you're doing. You know, I mean, obviously you're going to hit vice president, but what you're doing has already superseded a title of vice president. It's just not even funny. So I want to give it back to you, sis.
Thank you so much, James. I appreciate that, man. You guys, I'm just excited. You know, this opportunity is life-changing, and only if you allow it to change your life, it will change your life. Straight up. It has changed my life. It really does. It really has. It's being recorded, but I'm proud to say I am embracing 13 months of sobriety, right? And that's why I couldn't drive for 3 years, right? Because of the wrong choices I decided to make. This company changed my life, and it gives me goosebumps because it's been a hell of a journey, you know, having things trigger me. It's, no, stay focused. 2 kids, stay focused. I want to just lay down. No, I got to get up, right? Man, I'm feeling a certain way. Wait, I got to pick up the phone. My team calling me, right? I got to do a webinar, but I want to cry. You'll never know. Why? Because there's no excuses. Excuses build a house of failures. Somebody is depending on you. Coach said this. He said, what he said? I wrote so many notes. Basically, goals and dreams are tied to someone who cares, right? Who is it that you're doing this for? Because if it's you, then you need to go harder. You know why? Because I had a good friend of mine from high school fought for his life, and it was taken away. You know why? Because it was not his time. Organ failure. God needed him. 32 years old, right? Have you guys filled out your beneficiary form and sent it to corporate? Have you filled out your living will and trust and power of attorney? Have you done that? Because if you haven't, it needs to get done by this weekend, right here. Get it done. Take pride in your company. This is your company, right? So I want to leave everybody with this, you guys. James, I appreciate you. All 56 of you, I love you. I appreciate you. But if you guys are up for a challenge, I want each and every single one of you to visit this website. This website right here is your bank. This right here changed the game. It changed my life. I promise you, when I hit vice president, when my team and I hit vice president, I will pull the curtains and I will share the raw story of Ms. Zarina Garcia. But this right here changed my life. I embrace this picture and put my own picture. So if you don't have a picture, please get that done tonight. All right. I got an LLC. Why? Because I am a business owner in which I've never been before. If you don't have an LLC or a sole proprietorship, I'm gonna need you to get that done, but allow this platform to pay for it, okay? You are a business owner. Embrace it. If you don't know what an LLC stands for, look it up, okay? Now, I want you to go to your agent login, but with this example right now, we're gonna go to the John Doe, okay? And I wanna challenge you guys. Coach said it the best, okay? Thanks, Fendi, appreciate you. Thanks, Ronell, appreciate you, all right? We're gonna go here, and I want everybody, because I know for a fact, at least half of you have not done this. Coach said, what if your upline went to jail for 12 months? Would you still be able to run your business, right? Or can you even reach to your senior vice president, okay? I want each and every single one of you to go to this tab right here, training. And we're gonna start with getting started, okay? We're gonna go to the getting started tab, okay? This is so important, you guys, because when I have agents asking me questions, have you looked at the training videos? Oh, be honest with me. I get no all the time. Welcome to FBS, understanding your website, activating your services. Zarina, I don't know how to activate my services. Well, you haven't watched the video. FBS getting started video, right? What to do when you're new, it's right there, okay? The compensation plan, you should know how you get paid, it's right there. Agent to field trainer, what I gotta do, watch it, it's right there. FBS Getting Started New, getting started right, okay? The FBS overview, you can download it. Wait, I'm not done. Video library. FBS agent videos. For those that have been here for 3 years or more, drop a 1 in the chat. Because the ones that got started when I got started, they know what I'm talking about. We didn't have none of this. We had a smidget of it, okay? We had a smidget of this, okay? And let me tell you something. We didn't have this. Everyone that's on here, you have it now. Have you truly watched these videos? The compensation plan basics. Zarina, I don't understand the cab. I mean, why you only got paid $40? Well, how about you watch the video and have a better understanding? If you still have questions, okay, ask your upline, right? The cab overrides, the 445 calendar, and the free protection plan. But I thought if you sponsor play somebody, that goes towards my 5. No, it doesn't. You gotta enroll 5 people direct to you, right? Watch the video. Your sales volume, understanding that, right? Understanding your titles. Well, I don't know how to get there. Watch the video, right? Also, it's on page 10 in the compensation plan, right? The holding tank. Where do all my clients go? In a holding tank. Go to your reports, customer reports. But you know what? You'll know it if you watch the video. Structuring your organization. Zarina, I just don't understand this. Watch the video. I promise you, it's literally to the T, okay? The R&R Club. How do I get there? The commission tab. You guys, watch your videos that you have right here. It will lead you to success. And then the FBS live trainings. For those that were on the FBS live, and this was about maybe 2-3 months ago, it was like a 12, 14-hour training. Even though I know the majority of this information, best believe I was on that training for the full 14 hours. You know why? I didn't want to miss anything. Because what if one of my new agents asked me a question? I needed to know where they got that question from. So I already knew the answer and who said what, right? I got to hold myself accountable. Because you can't lead people if you can't lead by example. And I learned that, right? That's why I wasn't growing in this business, because I kept doing the exact same thing, which is nothing, right? I kept blaming other people. Really, I didn't blame myself, okay? So here's compliance, importance of training. How do I invite people, Zarina? Well, watch this right here. How do I tell my story? Right there. You want to hear the master, the coach legend on social media? But you know what, you guys? It's right there, social media. He touches on how to run an ad, how to do all that stuff. You want to be able to create a field trainer factory in your organization? Ajay Hango, she breaks it down to the T, right? If you want to get corporate accounts and referrals, so you guys, everything is right here. But yet you want to make excuses on why you're not getting to the next level. Are you playing your part, right? So I'm going to stop sharing my screen right there, you guys. It is 10 more days of the last qualifying month. I really wanted to just take tonight to really, really pour into you guys. But really, I wanted to move myself out the way. And I wanted to get another influencer that I look up to. Look, I promise you I got 40,000 screenshots on my phone, because that's who I literally wake up, screenshot, because he's already done the work, you guys, right? Copy the right cats, okay? So with that being said, you guys, let's launch your business. If you haven't done it, write your list, take a picture, send it to your upline. We need more vice presidents, because I tell you this, I'm huge on writing things down. I'm huge on manifesting things. And I just want to share this with you guys, okay? It will get done. I wrote this down. I am an ESD. And I don't want to wait till the last minute, which is 9/19, and which finishes our qualifying month. I want to finish it. We will finish it on September the 17th. Why? Because let me tell you something. I will stay up till 3 a.m. in the morning to make sure my team hits everything, but I don't want to if we don't have to. I want to make sure that we all finish and we celebrate early. So as long as everybody understands it's time to take the bull by its horns, launch your business, stop not doing what you know you should be doing, and let's take this thing to the top. Because the bottom is way too crowded, you guys. Alfred Nixon hit the pinnacle a year after the #1 lady in the company hit it. And ready for this? He passed up his mentor. At any given time, you can pass up your mentor. Let's get to work. Let's go help more people. But most importantly, work on yourself. It's all about personal development. In order for you to get to the next level in life, what are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to change? Because a new level requires a new you. I was not this person 3 years ago. But you know what? I embrace the fact that I knew God put me here. This was something that was destined for me. So if you're working with me, let's get it. It's time. I'm ready. I got 2 phones. Don't play. Okay? Don't play. Let's get it. Let's get you the sales director. All right? Sales Director Factory. So shout out to each and every single one of you guys that made it to this webinar. I'll definitely share the recording in the chat, you guys. I love you guys. God bless you. We'll see you on Friday. We will be here Friday, same time, same channel, you guys. Let's get it. Boss up. Let's go.